Hello guys, bonsoir tout le monde. About 2 days ago, I made a video. In the video, I was wondering why in 2026 we're still having our children, our brothers and sisters in Africa, having their hair cut in certain schools. And a lot of you have been commenting and giving me your opinions. But there's been one comment that called me the most, and I just thought I should come here and talk about and give my answer about that comment. I'm just going to summarize, right? So the person was just saying, why can we not just say no? Why can't the child just say no if you don't want to cut your hair? If you don't want the teacher to cut your hair, you can just say no. And also same for the parent, like if you don't want your child to have their hair cut, just say no. What I'm gonna say is, like, it's easy to criticize without knowing the issues that African countries and African communities face. Our culture has a massive impact on us, okay? Topping that with religion, and we are taught from this young age to listen to our elders, to respect our elders. So what an elderly person tells you is what you do. You listen to that person. Our parent, what they tell us to do, we listen to our parent, regardless if what they're saying is right or wrong. I know that doesn't sound right, but that's the truth. So a lot of us, I mean, the new generation, the Gen Z, that thing actually really affect the diaspora. Any African that have left Africa and live in the diaspora, their mentality is more open, it's more different. They have more control over their thought and their decision. But when you are born in Africa with an African family who is still very rooted within the church, and also and very rooted with the culture and the practice of the culture and the respect that everything that comes with the culture, as a child, it's very difficult for you to stand against that, because everyone is how everybody think, is what everybody do and everything. So if you have to go to a Catholic school, which are more the school that comes with those rules, the most Catholic school, and you also find that in Anglophone countries like Nigeria, Ghana, Zimbabwe, South Africa, those countries tend to have those haircut strict to girls in particularly. So like when you grow in those type of society where religion is the root, and you go to a Catholic school where the most Catholic schools are very, very strict, okay, and they turn out to also be the best school with the best teacher, the best teaching, so they tend to have the best result when they come to academic. And parents are very, very accepting, like they love those type of school because they want their child to do great. So if the school says you can come and study in our school, but the only rule is that your child need to have their hair cut, parents are not going to listen. They're not going to think twice. They're just going to say, that's it, just go to school, cut your hair, and yeah. So, and as a child, you cannot stand against those rules. And I know you're gonna come and say child protection and human rights. In some African countries, that doesn't exist. They talk about it on paper, but it doesn't exist. So if you, as a child, you try to stand against your parent or your teachers, the teacher has the right to actually correct you. They can force you to cut your hair. They can beat you, and the parent will come and beat you on top of that. You go home. So it's really, really complicated and tricky. So the children have no other choice than to just comply and have their hair cut and just cry over it. Unless you have open-minded parents with who now understand how important it is to help our children and to encourage our children to love themselves, to love their skin, to love their hair, to love who they are, to love their appearance, and not look at other races and try to compare themselves, and just love themselves for who they are, for who God created them for. If you don't have those type of parents, then it's really, really difficult for you. It's really difficult. It's really difficult when the people with power, also agree with this type of decisions and stuff like that, and the young generation have pretty much not much to say. It's easy to give your opinion when you're not part of, like, you don't know the root of the problem and the amount of struggle that people are going through to make change. It doesn't change overnight. So by talking about it today, there's many other people talking about it on YouTube and other platforms and stuff. It's like bringing awareness, and the more we talk about it, then the more our the people in power, the people who have the schools and stuff, they're gonna start understand, and also moderate their rules and make the change and stuff. But it's not that easy. That's what I want to say. It's not that easy. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate anyone who made a comment and anyone that I'll see you next time on the next video. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup et à très bientôt. Bye bye.